Hi there, it's Rob here from the gym team. I hope you're well. Welcome to this abdominal training and conditioning session. Today we're looking at controlled movements. So grab yourself a pint of water, have a little sip of water, lick around your lips and hydrate. We're going to be working time and attention work here, so tuck training and cheers. Put your water safely to the side. You'll need a mat for this training session and a couple of weights. A couple of light dumbbells would be great if you have them. If you haven't, don't worry, it's all good. We're going to work it through. Okay, so from there, as always, let people know you're taking part in a training session. And let's find a space. Check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of room. From there, feet fist gap apart. We're just going to march onto our feet. And we're just going to keep a fist gap between our feet here. Our toes are facing forwards, our hands down by our hips. Our chest lifted up high and our glutes are nicely engaged. We're going to tighten up our bottom muscles, keep ourselves nice and strong and lifted. From here, we're going to lift our arms out wide into a T-shaped position here. Our palms are facing up to the ceiling, and we're going to pull our hands back so we're lengthening out through our chest. We've got some strong movement working through the ankles and the toes and the feet, and we're lifting ourselves up nice and strong. From here, we're going to lift those arms up overhead, interlocking our fingers and pressing up nice and high. We've got our glutes engaged, our arms back and stretched and linked up and high towards the ceiling. We're rocking up and forward and over on our tiptoes and then taking our arms up wide into a wide position. From here, dropping the eyes down to the side, we're just going to rest our feet to the floor and we're going to tilt to the side. Imagining we're in a toaster, keeping our chest up nice and straight, our feet fist gap apart, we're feeling a lovely stretch down the side of our body. So this side, as I'm reaching down to my left, my right side is feeling a nice length. The left side starts to feel a bit of a pinch, and we bring our shoulder blades back and our chest up nice and high. Each time we're trying to reach a little bit further to the side of the knee before pulling back up. Now, as you're doing this, I now want you to think, as you reach to the side, you're going to use all of this side of your body to clench and tighten and pull yourself back up strong. So it's not about how many reps you can do, it's about how slow and controlled can you lift. Each time you're now trying to ease yourself a little bit further to the side before using those side of those toe muscles to really clench hard and pull yourself back up to the top and into the middle. We're going to work 3 more here. 2 more here. Last one. And we're going to slowly reach down to the other side. Again, as far as we can reach, the shoulders are back, the chest are lifted. And again, it's controlled movements, hence the name of the class. Are you controlling the movements? Are your glutes engaged? Is your shoulders back into position? Can you reach a little bit further each time? As you're doing it, you're using the strength of the side of your toe muscles, the strength of your back and your glutes to help you to pull back up. If you're feeling gravity is just enabling you to drop to the side, I want you to tense up in your glutes again and really pull up high. Each time trying to go lower and keeping yourself nice and in plane. We're going to work 2 more here to the side, then 1 more. Now, taking control with your weights. Holding the weights in your hands. Oh, got a bit of slide there. And taking yourself to a fist gap apart. And we're going to drop to the side again. Again, chest lifted, shoulders retracted, glutes engaged nice and tight. As we tilt to the side, we strongly pull back up again. So it's a slow, controlled lower, resisting the gravity, pulling yourself up. Now, lean forward with your belly button slightly. Bring your shoulder blades back, keep your chin lifted. And again, drop to the side, use the strength of the side of your toe muscles, and work hard on this. All right, Chris, enjoy the training. Well done. Good stuff. Good. Drop to the side. Keep the glutes engaged. Feel big toe to little toe, toes to heel. Drop down and squeeze into the floor. You should be feeling that both feet are equal. Big toe to little toe and the heel, all taking about 1/3 of the load of the body weight. As you're doing this, if you're twisting and turning to the side, you're going to start to feel you might rock through the heel or the foot. It's going to create an imbalance through your abdominals. From here, release, circle the hips out. From here, using the weights out in front of you, you're going to tilt to the side and rotate back in again. We're going to go all the way to the same side, keeping your feet facing forwards, a fist gap apart. Again, try and drive your pelvis forward, keep your shoulders back, chest lifting up, and look to the side wall as you rotate and pull back again. Now you should feel a lovely big lengthening and stretching through on the lateral side of the side that's opposing the way that you're moving. So I'm turning to my right and I'm feeling my left side working hard. Now as I'm doing this as well, my shoulders start to fatigue at this point. So we're going to do 2 more here. We're going to tighten up our glutes, pull back in, control the movement to the side, control it back in and release. Roll out the shoulders, get the shoulders back, up high, chest lifted. From here, we're going to do the same exercise. We're going to be rocking, turning to the left-hand side. So again, the weight's come up forward. We're going to rotate to the side. We're keeping the pelvis still driven forward, rotate it round, and then putting back into plank. Each time again, we rotate through the torso, come back to the midpoint. Slow, controlled movements. Push those weights away, nice and strong. Feel the strength in your back, strength in your abs. 4 more here. 3 more here. Might be feeling your shoulders really starting to smart now. 2 more here. Again, keep your pelvis and knees facing forward, rotate through the column of the spine. Release, come back into side bend. This time we're doing left, then followed by right immediately. Again, slowly, controlled lower. Tighten up the glutes, drive your pelvis forward, lift your shoulders back and up, reach down to the side. 5 more here. 4 more here. 3 more here. 2 more here. Last one. And release. Rolling and circling the hips. Keeping those weights by the side of your body. Rotate. Circling up the hip. Keep your chest lifted. Center that body. Send your hips around. Which side do you struggle to move onto here with the circles? Counterclockwise? Is it forwards? Is it backwards? As you're rotating around, can you keep the foot working as a tripod, equidistance, as in thirds are taking part in your big toe, your little toe, and your heel, as always. Rotate. Looking good. 2 more here. 1 more here. And release. Taking both weights if you can over to the other side or increasing the weight of that one. Take yourself out to a lateral leg raise and hold your chest up nice and high. If you're struggling with doing it with both weights on that side, you can take both weights here. Alternatively, take both weights out of the exercise. From here, hand onto the hip like a teapot, leg out to the side and balance. Now, you need to make sure that the standing foot's facing directly forwards. The hips are driven forward, shoulders are back. We're going to tilt. We're going to hold the strength. And we're going to slowly pull back up. Use all the strength of your hips and all the muscles surrounding it. Keep the chest lifted, dropping to the side, slowly controlling and lifting back up. Hips drive forward, shoulders back. Let's tilt again. Pull back up. 3 more to work here. Keep that belly button driven forward, the shoulders back, the chest lifted up to the ceiling. One more here. And release. Shaking out the legs, shaking out the hips, changing side. Again, feet fist gap apart, toes facing forward. Hitch the right hip up. Lengthen the right leg out to the side, balance. Tilt to the side. Slowly pull back up again. Glutes nice and strong. Woohoo! Lost my balance there completely. That wasn't controlled. but it showed me that I can go a little bit further on the range. So we're going to work a little bit further now. Tilting out to the side, strong through the hips. Glutes nicely engaged, keep your backside in tight. Slow control back in. Feel what's happening in the big toe. My big toe crunched up underneath me there. So I wasn't equally balanced. 3 more here. Two more here. Every time this standing leg is taking all the load, I'm keeping this foot off the floor. I've got my hips driven forward. Oh, lost my balance completely. Come back up and release. Good stuff. Okay, so from there, coming back down to the floor. Driving your hips back up and slowly controlling through your back bridge. Weights on your chest. Chest lifting high and back. Shoulders back down to the ground. Curling through the spine. So I want you to inchworm now in a controlled movement. So you're slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lengthening up your tummy towards the ceiling, and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lowering back down. Every time, bottom just kissing the floor before we slowly curl and control back up, tummy up nice and high. Big toe, little toe, square and flat down to the floor before lowering back down again. Hips just kissing the floor before we raise up again. We curl through the spine. Again, feeling big toe, little toe, square down to the floor before slowly returning again. Really feel that all your gluteal muscles, all the back of your hips are working really strong and engaging as you curl through the spine, through to the top point of that bridge, and then gently going all the way back down again. Two more here, let's work it through. One more here. And releasing. Placing the weights to the side, rolling onto your right side. Taking your knees together into a clam, feet together. You're going to raise the top knee up to the ceiling and then slowly lowering back down again. Now, using your hand in front of your chest, lower that knee back to touching, then raise the top knee again, and then raising your feet off the floor. Slowly lowering back down, heels kissing the floor again, and gently, slowly lowering back down through the clam. Again, lift the top knee, lift the feet off the floor, slowly lowering back down again, returning the knees back to center. See how high you can lift the feet each time, taking the knees up higher to the ceiling each time as well. Lift, strong lift. Slow lower, drop and return. 2 more here. The last one here. Start to really feel all the side of the hip muscles, the TFL, the glute medius, max minimus, they're all working hard. And release. Extend that left leg. Extend the right leg and take yourself out into a leg raise. Now, if you can, you're going to raise the bottom leg with it. Five more here. Let's go. 4 more here. 3 more here. Last 2. Last 1. And release. Shake out that hip. Give it a bit of a circle. And release. Rolling over to the side. Laying on the left side. Again, clamming the knees together, placing the feet together, lift that top leg up nice and high. Slowly retain the knees back together. And again, lifting the top knee. Lift both feet up. Slow control back down. Knees returning together again. Lift again. Lift both feet. Slow drop down again. Knees return. Two more here. Looking good. Knees touch back in again. Top knee lifts. Fire your glutes. Lift up high. See if you can lower that back knee down to the floor gently. Strong lift. Slow lower. And release. Good work. Extending the right leg out to straight. Side leg raise. Slow lift. Slow lower. Repeat it up. Let's go. Now again, you've got the strength through the side of those abdominals. Let's raise and slowly lower each time. Strong controlled lift. Strong controlled lower. 6 more here. 5. 4 left. 3 more. 2. and 1, and rest. Rocking that knee forward, rolling the hip. Circle again that hip. And rest. From there, take yourself through into standing. From there, feet fist gap apart. Hinge from the hips. Drop down, chin down on chest. Drop down. Slowly pull yourself back up. Circle the arms out wide. Tilt one to the right. Push away. Come back through into middle. Tilt one over to the other side. Push the hips away and release. As always, if you did it live, hashtag live. If you did a replay, hashtag replay. Thank you so much for joining me. And as always, if I can help, please do get in contact. I'll see you next time for the next one. Well trained. Good stuff. Grab your water. Hydrate well. Cheers. Well done. Awesome training, guys. Well done. Really good. Great strength conditioning session.